Good morning and welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing, presented by the Clear Commodity Network and delivering today's top news in mining and mineral exploration. From the new ClearCom studios, here's your host, Trevor Hall.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing. It is Tuesday, August 18th, and the bond market's making a lot of noise this morning. The metals complex, it's on the back foot because of that, and the macro is going to explain why in just a moment. But gold is off about 0.4% to $4,398 an ounce. Silver's lower by 0.87% to $65.20. Copper gives back some of yesterday's gains. It's down almost 1% to $6.54 a pound. The yield on the 30-year U.S. Treasury bond continues to climb. It's climbed to 5.32% yesterday. This is the highest level since July 2007. The sell-off reflects a confluence of anxieties that have been building all year. A federal government that is spending at a historic pace, a flood of long-dated bond supply needed to finance it, and inflation that has sat above the Federal Reserve's 2% target for 5 consecutive years. The market is also recalibrating around new Fed Chair Kevin Warsh, who took office in May, and investors uncertain just how far he is willing to let long rates run. And adding to that pressure, the Treasury Department reported yesterday that foreign holdings of U.S. government debt declined in June, with Japan, the UK, and China each reducing their positions. It's a notable shift given that these three countries have historically been among the largest buyers of American sovereign debt. The combination of reduced foreign demand and heavy domestic supply, it's a structural headwind for the long end of the curve, and it's the kind of backdrop that tends to weigh on gold and rate-sensitive assets in the near term. We'll get to the news out of the miners and explorers here in just a moment, but first a quick mention about today's sponsor. Today's morning briefing is brought to you by Vizsla Silver. Vizsla Silver is advancing the Panuco Silver Gold Project in Sinaloa, Mexico. It's one of the highest grade silver development projects in the world. The project hosts the world's largest undeveloped high-grade silver resource, and you can learn more at vizslasilver.ca.
The dynamics of the natural resource trade changes every day. Get the full view of the commodity markets every week with Commodity Compass, hosted by me, Jennifer Pickerel. From metals to energy to agriculture, we break down the key moves, market drivers, and macro forces shaping the resource world, all in one sharp, insightful podcast from the Clear Commodity Network. Whether you're a trader, investor, or industry pro, Commodity Compass helps you stay grounded and informed. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or at clearcommodity.net. Clear Commodity Network, digital news on the physical markets.
And here's what you need to know this morning. Collective Mining is reporting meaningful progress at the Guayabalas project in Colombia this morning, where the company has completed a 1.8-kilometer access road connecting the Pan-American Highway to the proposed exploration adit portal. That's enabling immediate commencement of portal platform and box cut construction with all required permits in hand, and adit construction on track to begin in Q4 of this year. Underground drilling of the newly identified Trap East greenfield target is expected to begin in Q1 of next year, with the main trap system to follow the second half of 2027, and the Plutus target and Apollo ramp zone in 2028. Collective Mining trades on the NASDAQ and the TSX, both under the symbol CNL. K2 Gold has reported the first 3 holes of its 14,000-meter 2026 campaign at the Mojave project in Inyo County, California. It's the largest drill program ever undertaken at the project, with the 3 holes returning high-grade oxide gold from site DFA. That's a 40-meter step north from the company's 2020 discovery hole. Hole 20 returned 39.62 meters of 5.35 grams per ton gold and included 25.9 meters of 7.14 grams. Hole 19 returned 10.67 meters of 7.75 grams, and hole 18 returned 18.29 meters of 3.77 grams. The Dragonfly Zone is now confirmed over 400 meters of drilled strike length and remains open along strike and at depth, with 12 additional holes completed and results pending. K2 Gold trades on the TSX Venture Exchange with KTO and on the OTCQX with KTGDF. American Eagle Gold has reported what it calls the longest mineralized intercept ever drilled at the NAC Copper Gold Porphyry Project in British Columbia. The step-out hole 87 returned a kilometer, 1,001 meters of 0.46% copper equivalent starting from surface, and it also included 218 meters in there of just over 1% copper equivalent. It was a 40-meter step-out from hole 78, which had previously returned 802 meters of 0.71% copper equivalent from surface. 3 additional western holes have extended the mineralized footprint with positive implications for a future open pit strip ratio, and the south zone now measures 700 meters east to west by 600 meters north to south and extends to over 800 meters depth, with only 5 holes reported of an approximately 80-hole 2026 program. American Eagle Gold trades on the TSX Venture Exchange with AE and on the OTCQB with AMEGF. Westward Gold has reported results from the first core hole drilled at the SSD target on its Toyabe Hills property in Lander County, Nevada. Hole T2601 returned 12 meters of 8.06 grams per ton gold within 27 meters of 3.72 grams. It's all hosted in the Wenban Formation carbonates on the Cortez Trend, with the key takeaway being the confirmation of high-angle fault controls in Carlin-style gold mineralization. That's a significant interpretive shift from historical stratiform models at the target that opens up the down-dip geometry for testing. A deep-capacity RC rig has now arrived on site and is advancing the first of several planned holes targeting the down-dip projection of these structural controls. Westward Gold trades on the CSE as WG and on the OTCQB with WGLIF. Kirkland Lake Discoveries has released a complete analytical data set from its 65-hole, almost 20,000 meter district-wide KL West program on Ontario's Abitibi Greenstone Belt. It's identifying 3 distinct mineralized systems across the company's 420 square kilometer land package, including a polymetallic VMS-style system, an intrusion-related gold system, and structurally controlled gold corridors with gold highlights including 5.5 grams per ton over 1.13 meters at Winnie Lake and 1.4 grams per ton over 3.4 meters at Wolverine Bend. The dataset has converted a collection of independent targets into a district-scale exploration framework, with the company now prioritizing Winnie Lake, Wolverine, and Crossroads as follow-up drill targets. Kirkland Lake Discoveries trades on the Venture Exchange with KLDC and on the OTCQB with KLKLF. And in a little bit of drama, the TNR Gold has disclosed that Executive Chairman Kirill Klip has added 4.2 million shares this year and now holds 31.4 million shares, and that strategic partner Altius Minerals acquired 7.4 million shares in July at 23 cents per share, building its total to 30.9 million. Both disclosures coming simultaneously with the company's acknowledgement that it has received advance notice from a shareholder intending to nominate 4 directors at the September 22nd annual meeting. The activist shareholder is Eucalyptus Resources Opportunities Fund, which describes itself as TNR Gold's largest shareholder and has nominated Sandra Bates, Michael Horner, Dusan Petkovich, and John Christian Evanson, alleging that management rushed the meeting notice filing at 6:24 p.m. on August 11th with a next day record date. That's a compressed timeline compared to the 21 to 25 day advance notice provided ahead of the past 3 annual meetings. TNR has retained Kingsdale Advisors as strategic shareholder advisor and Norton Rose Fulbright as legal counsel. It trades on the Venture Exchange with TNR and on the OTC as TRRXF. All right, that's a wrap this morning on the Morning Briefing. The Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing is produced by Clear Commodity Network. It is distributed throughout the world through your podcast network of choice and at clearcommodity.net. Have a wonderful day, everybody. The information presented should not be considered investment advice. Mining Stock Daily and its affiliates are not responsible for any loss arising from any investment decision in connection with the material presented herein. Please do your own research or speak with a licensed financial representative before making any investment decisions.